Hi, this is Dr. Chan here at Crown Dentistry. We've been getting a lot of questions about veneers and cosmetic dentistry. So we're going to talk about that today, and hopefully we can give you a better understanding of what cosmetic dental options are out there. So veneers are a new restorative option that we have in order to help you get your smile back. Say you have some chipped teeth, say you have some teeth that are a little discolored, or maybe there's some gaps in them in between your teeth that you don't like. Veneers are really good options for that. What they are is they're basically a restoration that goes over the front of your teeth that can basically change the shape, the size, the color of those teeth. Usually they're made of one of two materials. The first is a resin composite that's usually sculpted in the office, and it's essentially glued on top of the teeth that need the veneer. Another option is porcelain. A lot of times those can be made in the office. Sometimes we'll have to use a lab to help us make those. But again, those are made and then those are glued on the front of the teeth that need either changing or reshaping. So a lot of times people hear these terms kind of tossed around. A lot of times veneers and crowns are made out of the same materials. I usually differentiate them because it depends on how they're placed on the tooth and how much of the tooth they cover. For the most part, veneers will only cover the front of the tooth. Crowns tend to cover the front as well as the back of the tooth, or at least a good portion of the back of the tooth. In terms of when they're used, a lot of times veneers are used on teeth that may not have quite as much damage or they don't need quite as much changing. So we can get away with using a restoration that doesn't need to cover so much of the tooth. However, say somebody broke their tooth, or if they have a really large cavity and a lot of the tooth, the original tooth, was damaged or it's beyond repair. In those cases, something a little bit more extensive would be needed, and in those cases, a crown would be a better option for that specific tooth. A lot of times people may or may not have something wrong with their teeth. Maybe they're healthy, but maybe they just don't like the way that something's positioned, or they just don't like the way their smile looks. In those cases, a smile makeover is an awesome option that we can offer to our patients in order to give them a better smile. What that would involve is basically placing usually a resin composite, which is basically a material that's the same color as your teeth, and we would shape that over the top or onto the sides of the tooth, and then basically glue it on and polish it and shape it so that it would basically change the shape and size of their teeth. This also can be done with veneers. It does take a little bit longer, but a lot of times people are very happy with that. By and large, for the most part, veneers are a nice way to do a smile makeover just because the end result tends to be a little bit more lifelike and realistic. But if time is of the essence, sometimes a smile makeover can be done with resin composite as well. So teeth whitening is a great potential treatment option that we can offer our patients. Say you don't like the color of your teeth because you think they're either too dark or they become a little yellow over time. Maybe you like to drink coffee or you smoke. These things can all affect the color of your teeth. So teeth whitening is a really great option to give you back the color that you used to have in your teeth in the past. So there's a couple of different options for teeth whitening. One is an option that we do here in the office. We will basically bring you in and we'll put a teeth whitening gel on your teeth and then activate it with a really bright light here in the office. And basically that will whiten your teeth. Usually it takes about 2 hours. Another option is we can also make take-home trays that will fit over your existing teeth. We'll also give you a teeth whitening gel. You basically put the gel into the tray. You wear it for usually about 20 minutes a day, at least I'd say probably for a week. You're definitely welcome to wear it longer. Basically, the longer you wear it, the whiter your teeth will get. That's another option that we also offer to our patients. A lot of times people are always looking for the best dentist for them. I tell my patients that It's really important for them to trust me if I'm going to be working with them in order to take care of their teeth or potentially help them fix something in their mouth. For me, that's one of the most important things that I also utilize in my own personal life. If I need to work with a specialist or a professional, I need to know that I can trust them. So when we talk to our patients, new and existing, we want to make sure that we're communicating what we think is best for them, but also trying to figure out what they want and what's important to them. So the conversation between the patients and me as a dentist, as well as the rest of my staff, is really important. And so that's what we put an emphasis on here at Crown Dentistry.